Close your eyes real quick. Think about the last time that you were around one of those very charismatic guys, one of those guys that seem to garner so much attention for no reason. They seem so sure of themselves and so confident for no apparent reason. Think back to one of these people. It's those guys that just radiate confidence, but you can't really put your finger on what exactly it is that they're doing that makes them seem so confident, so sure of themselves, so comfortable with themselves, so relaxed. You kind of sit there and you're kind of thinking like, was he just born this way? Is it something that he's said to everyone else? You're kind of running through your mind. You can't quite put your finger on what it is he's doing to garner everyone's attention and respect. The answer to why he's so confident is right in front of your eyes. You overlooked it every time that you looked at him. I don't want you to think that I'm trying to give you the basic advice you see every single time that you click on a YouTube video about this. I'm not going to give you the basic, yeah, have good body language, just say this or that, or look at their nostrils, or some weird shit like that. The advice you'll find on developing social confidence in this video is genuinely unlike any advice you've heard anywhere else before. It's not the same shallow advice you've heard 100 times before about how to sit, how to stand, how to make eye contact with people, what to say, etc. The advice I'll be giving you in this video is rooted deeply in our human psychology and biology. Here's the deal. The key to developing social confidence has absolutely nothing to do with what you say. I need you to take your fingers like this, snap them, and I need you to erase any idea you had about, oh, I need to say the perfect thing. You do not need to say the perfect thing. Worrying about what you say only gets you in your head, worrying about what everyone else is thinking about you, getting you to seek validation from other people. It makes you obsessed with getting other people to like you, getting other people to validate you. It makes you a neurotic and needy little man. Say the things that you truly believe, that you truly feel and believe in your core. This is being authentic. It polarizes people. It's going to make certain people despise you. It's also going to make certain people absolutely adore you. It's called being authentic. The reason I put this emphasis on not worrying about what you say is because confidence doesn't come from the words that you speak with your mouth. The key to confidence that I'm going to share with you is rooted in the understanding that true confidence comes from the songs that your intentions and body sing. Everything in the universe is energy. Down to the smallest scale, everything is just atoms moving at different speeds. So confidence is not about the world that we can see with our eyes. It's about the world that we can't see, the world of energy that underlies everything in the universe. This is why this key to confidence is deeply rooted in our deepest human psychology and biology. To master social confidence, you need to make consistent, conscious efforts to perform bodily practices that help radiate confidence in the world of energy that we can't see. Remember the guy that looked so confident to you? Remember how I said that you overlooked what it was he was doing that made him so confident? What he was doing was keeping the front of his body open to you and to the other people in the room. His belly was exposed. His heart and lungs were open to you. He kept his legs apart and didn't hide his genitals from you. When you think about an anxious person, what do you imagine that their body looks like? Sunken shoulders, their chest is very tight, their belly is closed in and very tight, right? Their head is sunk over their neck to protect it. They're sat in the corner like a little turtle in its shell, obsessing over themselves, what other people think of them, how are they dressed, how are they acting, etc. So the key to getting out of your shell and radiating confidence out into whatever room you're in is simply to open the front of your body. When you expose your belly, your chest, and your genitals to people, you're exposing your vital organs to them. When you do this, it sends the subconscious message to your brain that everyone around you is very trustworthy, and it sends the subconscious message to their brains that you are very trustworthy. Thus, the reason everyone seems so attracted to that confident guy. Further, when you open the front of your body to people, you allow your energy to magnify out into the room. This is a positive source of energy, this trustworthy energy. And this positive energy is going to draw other people to you. They are subconsciously going to want to help magnify that positive energy more and absorb it into themselves, right? Thus, another reason everyone seems so attracted to that confident guy. Now, it's good and all that I can tell you this technique, but unless I give you the specific steps to applying it in your own life, this information is going to fall flat. It's going to be completely useless. So in the next section of the video, I'm going to share with you the specific actionable steps that you can use today and beyond to apply this technique in your life and become more socially confident. The method to opening the front of your body, to opening your vital organs to people, is to breathe forcefully deep into your belly. This forces the tension in your jaw, your neck, your back, your chest, your solar plexus, your belly, and your legs to be broken up with your inhale and then released with your exhale. It opens your vital organs to the world and helps you magnify your power throughout any room. Full, slow breaths are the mark of someone who is very comfortable, someone who is very relaxed and confident. When you think of an anxious person, what kind of breathing do you think about? Short, shallow breathing, right? They're sitting crunched over themselves, suffocating themselves. They're sitting in the corner, hyperventilating with anxiety. The key to breathing open the front of your body is to do it especially when you feel socially anxious. This is like doing reps in the gym. Every time you feel socially anxious and tight, but open your body anyways with your breath, is one rep. Over time, your muscles get bigger. You're able to override your feeling of social anxiety more and more. The reason I'm telling you this is because when you go to practice this technique at first, it's very likely not going to feel like anything is happening at all. It's probably not going to feel like anything has changed. And this is the point where your brain is going to start to cope and tell you, no, you shouldn't even do this. It doesn't even work for you. Things like that, right? But it's exactly when your brain tells you this that you need to breathe the front of your body open again and again, and just remind yourself that because you're just starting out to do this, it's not going to feel like anything is happening. Over time, you will begin to feel a massive difference though. Like anything worthwhile, practicing deep breathing and opening your vital organs to other people takes time. It's a skill that you have to develop. It takes trying it, failing, learning, triumphing, going again and again and again until you start to really get it right. So when you're feeling tight and anxious, I want you to do exactly this. I want you to practice this with me. I want you to take one hand and put it on your chest and one hand and put it on your belly. Now I want you to breathe through your nose into your belly, but I want you to make sure that your belly bulges before your chest bulges out. And when you breathe into your belly, I want you to try to feel it down in your belly button and right below your belly button. So try this with me really quickly. And then make sure that you fully exhale when you exhale. Practice this at random points throughout the day, especially when you feel anxious. Just practice it over and over and over again. And you'll notice that in no time, you'll start to get really, really good at this, and your social anxiety will start to reside. And a quick note, a really great side effect of practicing the deep breathing is that this is the form of mindfulness. It brings you into the present moment. It makes you very aware of your bodily sensations and emotions. It helps you to be able to separate from them and to really think critically in the hardest moments. The way that I remind myself to practice doing this is that I have an Android and I have the ability to set a personal note as a widget on my home screen so that I can always see it. I don't know if iPhones have this same feature or not, but I know that an Android does. And it's a very basic note on just reminding myself to practice this deep breathing and opening my body. But you'd be genuinely surprised when you use this of how effective it is in helping you to practice this technique over and over again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the note in the description of this video. And what I want you to do is, if you think this would be helpful for you, just copy paste that note into your phone and then set that as a widget on your home screen. And then anytime you open your phone, you'll see this and you can be reminded to practice the deep breathing, to practice opening the front of your body. Go practice this technique right now. Practice it a lot, master it. You will not regret it. Shut out the noise, do the work.